Look how many premium planes are on this team. Literally every single one is a premium except this A10 late and this F4C. God, it's like when they added the A10, dude. This is ridiculous. This morning I was playing the MiG-21 SMT because I wanted to make another video on it, but dude, I forgot how many premiums are in this battle rating range. So instead of making another video on the SMT, I'm going to talk about the premium spam again because it is kind of ridiculous and I think it might be getting worse. And when playing something like the SMT, a plane that's already good for 10.3, it makes things extremely easy and kind of boring. This is a big part of the reason why I'm not even making the SMT video and I'm just going to talk about these premiums. First off, what is the premium problem? Well, I've already made one video explaining this relatively in-depth, and if you want to watch it, I'll link it below, but it's actually relatively simple. It's the fact that Gaijin keeps adding more and more premium vehicles that have some pretty broken, annoying, or just straight up hand-holding characteristics, whether that be flight performance, high-tier missiles at a low battle rating, or just blatantly under-tiering these vehicles. There are some vehicles that are much worse than others when it comes to these problems, but a lot of them do exist. An example of which is the A10 early, AIM-9Ls at 10.0, formerly at 9.7. Another example would be the SU-25, R60Ms at 9.7. Another example would be the SU-11, completely busted flight performance at 7.0, probably belonging at least 7.7. Then there's things like the XP-50, which are pretty much just untouchable if they're flown correctly. There are several other aircraft that could be argued about whether or not they're problem causers, but all of them have two things in common. The first being the fact that they ruin the matchmaker, and the second being the fact that they are all premiums. I get it. They gotta make their money. But oh my god, the game is becoming less and less fun by the day. You know what's really wild about ARB right now? I'm finding top tier to be the most enjoyable out of any other part of the game right now. And this is coming from the guy who literally made a video called Top Tier is Not Fun Anymore. All of the problems I complained about in that video are still there in top tier. It's just that top tier is the least annoying to play right now, which is really sad. You go down in BR, you get sucked into premium hell, and you go down a little further into props, and then you're having to deal with things like mid-map AA, people circling their airfields, and you not being able to go near it because you'll get absolutely obliterated by their airfield AAA. You'll also have to deal with losing on tickets, which is really annoying, or having to win on tickets by ground pounding, which is just straight up unfun. Honestly, my complaints to this game right now are completely endless, but I'm just going to talk about premium spam right now because that's what this video is about. Now I'm going to show you the game specifically in which I decided I was going to make this video today. I started off by killing an F4C because that's literally a free kill. He's not going to be able to dodge an R60 without flares. I started heading back towards the middle of the map and realized every single one of the enemy players on my screen is in a premium plane. My first thought was, wow, this is going to be a really boring rest of the game. All I have to do is spend my time avoiding AIM-9Ls and flare them off if they do get fired at me, and then probably have to kill all the A10s with my guns because a lot of the time they'll be dropping 10,000 flares per second. Plus at this point in the game I only have one R60 left anyway, so that's just like one kill, maybe, if they're not paying attention. But unfortunately, that's not even what happens. I fire it off at an F5 who actually is paying attention and flares it off. And now I'm a gunfighter. Second later, I kill this A10, you know, super interesting, I know. And then 10 seconds later, I find another A10 and gun him down for some super entertaining to watch gameplay, I'm sure. Surely there's some more interesting opponents around, right? No, just a bunch of A10s and a single F5C. I'm sure at this point you were all probably seeing why I didn't want to continue making a video on this plane because the battle rating is kinda hell. I guess I am kinda lucky. I think all of the A10s already fired off their AIM-9Ls and they're both gonna try and full commit head on a A10 on my team. And that's a whole nother problem itself, is the whole like US versus US, you know, fighting the same planes you're fighting is like really dumb in my opinion. But I already know I'm preaching to the choir here, so that kind of goes without saying. Eventually get a shot on this A10, get a kill, kind of a risky shot, but you know, it works out. Other A10 looked like he was trying to go back to base and I thought my teammate was going to take care of him anyway. I ended up RTBing because I didn't know where the other guy was, and I was going to get more missiles and more fuel. But I didn't even need to because both of the enemy players did what premium players do best. Crashed into the ground. The only other player that was still up was an A10, and he did the exact same thing like a minute or two later. So a lot of time in this game I could have spent, you know, not in this game. And that's the whole other side of this premium problem, right? People who play these premium planes. A lot of them are brand new players and they buy their way into their plane that they think looks cool or has good missiles or whatever. And I mean, I get it, you know, buying a high tier premium plane is going to get you to top tier much faster than grinding through the tech trees. Problem is we have a bunch of people buying like the F5C, for example, which is a fantastic fighter. In fact, one of the best ones you can buy, especially for grinding. But people that buy them don't really know how to play the game all that well, so they just bomb bases until they finally get to their precious F14. And then we have the problem what we have now, just US fighting US at top tier. Honestly, I could go on and on about this problem, but I'll save you the headache and probably stop the video here. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let me know your thoughts about all this in the comments. Alright, I'll see you guys next time. Peace.